Hey, what is going on, everybody? ETP coming at you guys with another video today, and in this video I'm going to dive deep into some of the MyCAREER and MyPark information that we got on the live stream today. It was one of the best live streams that 2K's ever put on. It's archived on their channel. I'll leave that link in the description if you guys didn't see the stream, but it was really in-depth. They showed you a ton of stuff about MyPark. Chris was talking a lot about some of the cool stuff in MyCAREER as well. We got a look at some of the upgrade system for MyCAREER. We got an in-depth look at rep and all kinds of stuff. It was really awesome. I definitely recommend you guys go rewatch the stream. It was like an hour and 21 minutes of just flat out news about 2K15. We're only 3 days away from release. I'm really pumped. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into this information because I've got quite a bit of it here. Hopefully this video won't last way too long, but I'll go ahead and jump right into it with the MyCAREER stuff. So, this stream was mainly focused on Park, but before they talked about Park, they did talk a little bit about some of the cool things that they didn't announce about MyCAREER. So, number one, this screenshot you guys are seeing on screen right now is where you start off when you're in the MyCAREER menu. Last year, when you started up MyCAREER, you were either in your car driving to the arena if it was a home game you had next, or you were sitting on a plane next to your teammate. He was looking at his iPad, and you guys were flying to the next game. And then you just hit B or O, and you had the menu right there, and you could do your stuff from the menu. You had your social media tab, stuff like that. This year, you're sitting in the gym. If you just move the left stick, you are immediately in the gym. You can shoot around, test out jump shots, change all that stuff on the fly. It's definitely really convenient because everybody knows that in MyCAREER and really in 2K in general, you gotta have that shot release, that timing down pat. And if you want to try out a bunch of jump shots, you can definitely do it in the gym right here. And that'll also give you a good look at the shot meter. Try to master your shot a little bit. Obviously, you can't master it, but you can definitely get some good practice in. I think that's something very good. And if you do hit B, you bring up this social media menu right here that you guys are seeing on screen now. Now, in this social media menu, it looks a lot more well put together than it did in 2K14. As you can see, we have the team chemistry over there on the left, the coach satisfaction, your total fans. It's got a very nice look to it. You've got the whole team interest tab right there, so you can see what teams are interested in you, because that'll really play a big factor, especially in your first year, because you're just going to be trying out for 10-day contracts. You can really pick whatever team you want, and hopefully you can make that team. If you don't make that team, you have that list right there of teams that are interested in you, and you can get a good idea of where you're going to want to go try out, where you're going to want to sign, and stuff like that. You've got all your stats laid out right there for you, your team record, your career earnings, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about VC and career earnings later in this video. It's really good this year. You got your overall rating, your badges right there, shows you your number of badges, and then you've got the social media on the side, and it also says your next game at the bottom with the VC value. Now, the social media is really cool this year. You can actually tweet back fans, and you can also tweet from your social media within the game. I'm not sure how much you'll actually be able to do, but that's something really cool. You guys can see over on the right, Ronnie has a tweet right there. Looks like I'm headed to New Orleans to start my career. That is something that I know a lot of people actually ask for. I think that's going to add a lot to the game. Should be really awesome. Here's something about simming that they haven't really talked about too much, but they did talk about on the stream today. As I said before in a video, you can simulate this year, which is great. Unfortunately, you're not going to be getting any VC, and you're not going to be earning any badges while you're simulating, but you won't miss any cutscenes. But I know people are going to be simming, even though you're going to miss the opportunity to get some more VC and get badges. Nobody's going to want to play every game. It'll just take way too long to get through the modes. So you can sim every single game except for playoff games. You can't sim any of those, which I think is good because you want to play the playoffs, and you can't sim during your 10-day contract, which I don't know why anyone would do that in the first place. So that's something to just think about right there. Simulating is great in the game mode, and we are going to be getting a lot of it this year. Press conferences are something that's different. This is something I've been asking for a while. Press conferences are going to have multiple questions now. But in order to make that experience not take so long, I mean, after every single game, you're going to have to answer multiple questions. It's not going to be like that. Press conferences aren't going to happen quite as frequently, but when they do happen, they're going to be a lot more in-depth. As I said, you're going to get more questions, And they even talked about how the questions can be kind of like hard to answer, and the press conferences can get heated, and you can actually choose to storm out of the press conference. So if you're a hothead, you don't like the questions they're asking, you think they're putting you on the spot, trying to make you say things that you shouldn't be saying, you can just storm out of there. That'll probably be all over social media. That should be really, really fun to see. Can't wait to see what they're doing with that, and some of the other stuff they have planned for us that they haven't revealed yet. It'll be really good because, man, this mode is deep. They have a lot of stuff in here that's just absolutely crazy. So, on to the next thing. Free agency happens after your first year. This is something really good. You obviously have your 10-day contract. You can pick your team. But then, at the end of your first year, you're going to go into free agency. Now, I think you might be able to actually choose if you want to, like, if you want the other, like the team you were on that you chose for your 10-day contract, I think you can choose for them to pursue you, or maybe they'll just pursue you if they want to. I'm not 100% sure, but you will have a full in-depth experience in free agency after your first year. That's something a lot of people are asking for. Obviously, free agency should have been in the game last year. I don't know why it wasn't, but we are getting it this year, and a lot of people want to play on their favorite team, or if not, just play on a team that's good. Like last year, everybody was on the Kings or the Blazers or the Timberwolves or some team like that because everybody kind of got drafted in the same range, so you didn't have a lot of variety. This year, there will be variety. There will be people on every single team in the NBA, which is very, very good. The bigger the contract, the more VC per game. This is what I was most excited about while they were talking about it. VC actually has an effect now. If you start off with your rookie contract, say you're getting 500 VC for playing a good team, and you're getting like 200 VC for playing a bad team. Alright, that's not very much VC. They did say you do get the VC bonuses for in-game performance. So you get that base VC for playing a game, and then you get more VC for how well you do. So you're going to be getting quite a bit of VC. But say you get into free agency. You demand a max contract. And if you demand that max contract and you get a max contract, you're going to be making a ton more VC than you would per game, if you just had the base, rookie contract. So that's something really good. That'll give a big incentive to whether or not you want to play for a winner or whether or not you want to play for a certain team, but maybe they can't offer you as much, but if you go to a bad team, they can offer you a lot and you can make more VC. So that'll be really, really interesting to see what they do with that. I'm very happy about that. Endorsements is another huge thing they were talking about. They said there are multiple commercials that you can actually do this year. And then there are various other endorsements that aren't commercials. A bunch of new ones, they said. And you earn way more VC for different endorsements. Last year, I thought it was amazing that if you signed with Jordan, you got 9,000 VC. I thought that was absolutely crazy. This year, I'm thinking even bigger than that. I think that's what they're aiming for. If you sign with some place like, say you sign with Subway or McDonald's or Foot Locker or something like that, you can have those commercials and you could be making bank. Maybe, I don't know, that would be sick if they gave you like 50,000 VC for an endorsement that's really hard to get. Man, that'd be amazing. So, that's it for that. I'm going to talk about the upgrade buckets, like the upgrading in my career. This video is already going super long, so I'll just split it up and talk about my park in a separate video. Sorry about that. It'll be coming your way very, very soon after this. I'll probably upload them around the same time. But the MyCAREER upgrade buckets are actually really, really good looking as well. There's a cap at around low 80s, mid 80s, so you can't really buy yourself VC and get yourself to a really, really high mark already. You're going to be an average player, an average to slightly above average player if you just upgrade all your stats. And then you actually have to play the game to get badges to make yourself into the 90s, and I don't even think you can get yourself to 99. So the upgrade system looked really, really nice. I'll show you guys the screenshot here. They were doing this in the park, but basically it shows you, you have however many upgrades you have, like 76, 77 upgrades, I think, was where they started at. I'm not sure if that number will change or what the deal is with that, but basically you have different levels within the however many subcategories, defensive, rebounding, shooting, all that stuff. You have a certain number of upgrades you can do to that, and then every time you upgrade it, it'll stack on top of each other, get your attributes up to a certain point. Not super high because you do have to earn those badges to to get your attributes really high. So I think that's going to be a very, very good system. I'm very excited for the game. I think my career is going to be insane. My park's going to be insane. Everything about the game is going to be awesome. We are only 3 days away. I'm super pumped. I can't wait to start making some videos about it and just absolutely grinding the game. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. As I said, we're already at the 10-minute mark, so I'm just going to split my park into a separate video. So make sure you guys do keep your eyes out for that, and go watch the 2K stream. I'll link it in the description. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely recommend watching the whole thing. It was very entertaining, a lot of news in there, and it was absolutely awesome. So drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later.